Hey guys, welcome into Edie's Attic. My name is Jenny. I'm here with your love message for the week. It's Thursday. I've been really busy, so I apologize. I haven't been on very much this week. I just renovated my house. Well, started to. I got the painting done on the main floor, and I still have yet to do the upper level, and then floors are next, then furniture. So I'm kind of starting all over again, like brand new. It feels good though. Like I got rid of all my furniture. Like right now I have a table and that's it. And maybe two chairs. And then, our bedrooms are completely furnished, but yeah, right now like my whole like lower level of my house is empty. But it is what it is. I'm starting brand spanking new. And it feels good to bring in new energy and out with the old. Kind of like just decluttering and getting rid of a lot of stuff that I didn't need anymore and simplifying my life. Like new furniture, but not a lot of furniture. Just what we need to exist and to feel peace and to have flow in the environment. I don't want to be cluttered no more. So that might resonate with someone. But going into this reading today, I have so many channeled messages. Right out the gate, I'm getting the song Until I Found Her. Oh my gosh. Like, I can't get the song out of my head. Georgia. Do, 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 do. And how does it go? Um, I'll never fall in love again until I found her. Until I fell into her. Oh my God. First off, I just want to say for the feminine energy that's watching this reading, you're like the sweetest soul. Like, I'm picking up on your energy. You're like the sweetest thing. You're a sweetheart. You're so loving and so just adorably cute and innocent and pure. And you like step out into the world with such pure, authentic, beautiful, inspiring like energy. It's no wonder. Like, if this is like your natural energy too. So this is like who you've been for your entire life. Like, you may have gone through phases and life may have like been rough on you at some points where maybe you weren't walking in your authentic energy, but you found your way back to your soul like essence and you're living there again. Like, you're in this energy again. And someone is being reminded of how beautiful and pure you are. So I'm getting like with this, I wrote some notes, but I heard, okay, and bear with me because I got like a new like phone holder and the positioning and stuff is a little different than what my videos normally look like. I'm experimenting, but it's a little wobbly too, so I'm not sure how this is going to work out. I might go back to the old one, I don't know yet. But I was hearing from Spirit, you done went and had them fall in love with you. And before I even started channeling the song, until I found her, I was picking up some kind of southern relative, like a southern ancestor, southern accent. You done went and had them fall in love with you. And I was getting Georgia, which is funny because the song starts Georgia. So I'm picking up Georgia, could be someone's name. You may not even be from Georgia, but you may have family that's from the South or roots in the South, or you are someone that lives, like in the city or even in the North. And for some reason, you just don't fit in because you have such a Southern vibe to you. Maybe you feel drawn to the South. I don't know, but there's something about Georgia. Um, and then so I'm picking up with also the song. I'm getting that Notebook movie, but I'm getting like Noah's character and coming back to like finding you and like being connected to you and like stumbling into you and realizing like they've been searching their whole life for this like true love that just clicks, that connects, and you're it. And like realizing like they've never felt love before until they stumbled across you, or maybe you were their first and they've gone on with their life, but they could never like let go of you in their mind. I'm getting like how Noah, when he was separated from Allie in the Notebook, how he did fill his time. He had a mistress. He was with women, a particular woman, when he stumbled back into Allie's life. And it passed the time. And there was an affection there, there was a love and companionship, but it didn't spark his soul. It didn't inspire him. It didn't move him. It didn't give him the butterflies like you give this person. So I'm getting like there's a masculine energy who you may be unsuspecting of even. You may not know who this is, but you may too. I don't know. Some of you may be more intuitive than others and be like pegging this person that they are interested in you. But there's a person you might be unsuspecting that has never been able to let this connection go because you brought out like these emotions, these feelings, these butterflies, these tingles. It's, I'm getting this is a person who, when they met you or when they came in contact with you or whenever they're in your presence or they feel like really close to you, they hold their breath. They almost can't breathe. It's like their heart skips a beat, like literally, like they feel like their whole chemistry in their body shifts. Like it's unbelievable how their body reacts to your presence, to your voice, to your face. Like time stops, everything stands still until that experience is over, and then you leave them longing and realizing that they are not where they want to be, they're not with who they want to be, but they're just going to bide the time until something happens, some kind of connection happens, if ever. So I'm getting a feeling that they may think this is never going to happen. This is like hitting like a dead end. This is a road they cannot travel down for some reason. But it's giving like first love type feelings, when you first like fall in love for the first time ever in your life and you feel like all this emotion stirring up in your stomach and you just have this like pure excitement of seeing this person's face again. Or if they like message you, call you or whatever, like you stop and you can't breathe and you're like, it's them. Oh my God. Hello. And you get all nervous and jittery. That's the kind of romance I'm feeling between you and this person. And I'm getting that this divine masculine, I was getting he's love sick. He's passing the time until you meet again. And then I heard from spirit, let's figure this out. So, like, if there's something like a block that's blocking the two of you from connecting, or there's like some kind of blockage, like being the main reason why you cannot have a relationship, it's coming to a point to where I think this masculine's like, we just got to figure it out. I can't deny this feeling anymore. I know what this is. I feel it. I can't deny the way that I feel. I've been trying to. I've been trying to mask it. I've been trying to run from it. I've been trying to hide it. I've been backing down. I've been cowardly. I know. I've been like completely passive as far as reconnecting. And I think that the masculine saying, I've been putting the ball in the feminine's court this whole time because of my insecurities and because I lack the courage to step forward. But he's now taking that ball back. Like, you know what? It's time. I'm going to shoot my shot. I'm going to throw that ball in and see if I make a basket. So let's see if there's anything that Spirit wants to chime in regards to what I've picked up and downloaded. I did get some new cards in the mail with my new tripod. Super excited to use them. Let's see what Spirit says with these cards today. Spirit, can you give me some more solid information regarding this divine masculine and his intentions for this feminine energy? Can you give us... Okay. So the first two cards out we have is karmic, third party, relationship, lesson, and we have rebound. It says flighty, temporary option, unpredictable intentions, karmic, third party, relationship, lesson. For some of you, this person may be a karmic relationship for you where you had to learn a lesson in boundaries and a lesson in self-worth and love in order to, you know, have the strength to know I'm worth more than this. If you've been love bombed or kind of breadcrumbed along the way, um, but I'm feeling like for a lot of you that this is actually someone who is a soul mate, like soul family, like you're connected, like soul based connected, that is dealing currently with a karmic relationship. They are learning their lessons. And through this connection with you and finally sitting down with their feelings and recognizing that you triggered something within them that no other individual has ever been able to trigger in this person's soul, you have forced them into kind of like an ego death and a spiritual awakening, where they're looking at the relationships, not just romantic relationships, but they are looking at all their connections right now in their life, in their world, and they are understanding like the dynamic, and that there are certain people in their life that were potentially using them to better their own situation. They weren't true to them. They were toxic. They would like, I'm getting like dumping. Some of these masculines just have a shit ton of weight on their shoulders because of like their friends just constantly dumping all of their problems onto this masculine, because this is a masculine that would, walk through fire for people. His intentions have always been pure for the people around him, but he's now recognizing that it wasn't reciprocated and that people were using him because of what he could do and not who he was on the inside. And you're like this catalyst, you're the spark, you're the inspiration, for them to like sit down and reevaluate these connections. And romantically, they're realizing that they are tied to a individual that they're just not simply in love with. They don't feel that spark like they did with you. They tried to make it happen. They tried to feel something. They've tried to prolong this as much as they could, because I think upbringing just taught them that that is what you do. You stick it out. You don't just up and run and leave someone because you don't feel something. Like you make it work. But we have here recalling memories, missing someone, reminiscing. They're missing you. They're going back in time and they're going through memories. They're trying to remember a time when they felt good, excited, happy, loved, in love. They really want and miss that feeling of being in love. They want that so bad right now. And every time they sit down and you let themselves, because I'm getting this as a person that doesn't really let themselves go there very often, but when they do, they find themselves thinking of you. Numbing in reverse. So this came in reverse, like self-medicating, getting like drunk, or doing whatever to like numb themselves from feeling. They're not doing that here. They're allowing themselves to completely feel what they need to feel, because it's funny, as they're going through these memories and they're feeling these emotions, every single time they sit down with these feelings, they are having revelations themselves. This is a masculine that's now getting his own downloads, and he's feeling intuitively led by spirit to move a certain way, even when it comes to like removing toxic karmic family members and friends out of his life. This is a huge deal. I don't think you even realize, like outside of like a love reading, you've inspired someone. You've awakened someone. So let's see. Anything else, Spirit, in regards to this one? Seems like it wants to come out. Hold on. Supersize me, doing too much, excessive overindulgence, again, in reverse. Light bulb moment, sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. They retracted. They pulled back their energy. If they were testing the boundaries with you and trying to see where they stood, they pulled back their energy. They felt like they were doing too much. They felt like maybe they were bothering you. They were possibly coming off very needy and desperate, and that's not the look that they want. It's just that they're so heavily drawn and they're so spiritually connected and so pulled toward you that they could not help themselves. So they've like really put like restraints on themselves. Like it's taking a lot, but they're holding themselves back at this time toward you, because they did have a light bulb moment. They realized that you're someone of worth and value and someone that has, you know, really changed their view on life, really opened them up to different possibilities, and you've helped them see the value in themselves and to hold themselves at a higher standard and to want more for themselves. This like light bulb moment has got them knowing that when they come toward you and they connect with you, it's got to be completely pure. It's got to be authentic. It's got to be done in a certain way because you are someone that they hold to a very high standard. They're not going to be love bombing you anymore. They're not going to be breadcrumbing you anymore. They're not going to come in unless they have something very valuable to offer you, whether it's a conversation or information, whatever it is, they know that they have to bring the very best toward you, Divine Feminine. In upright, we have reading up. It says doing research, learning more, gaining insight, and then TikTok, deadline, procrastination, too busy, and reverse. They're not rushing this. If you're wondering like what happened, if this is someone that you already have on your radar and you're like wondering where they went, don't be don't be surprised if they don't come back around right away or if they take their time with this, because this is something that they want to um, dedicate themselves to. They're very, very dedicated to committing to this path, not just with you, but with their new version of themselves, and stepping into their authority and stepping into their power. They're doing their research, not just on you. I'm getting they might be doing a little bit of research on you, but they're also doing their research on self-help. I'm getting like they're trying to build up their esteem. They're trying to develop their skills and create a life for themselves that they want to live. They no longer want to live the life that they've been handed, but they want to go out and create a life that they desire. And that again reflects right back to you. Somehow, some way, by your actions and by how you carry yourself and by the choices that you've made, and just by being you and by what you do, you've inspired this masculine to do the exact same. So they're in no rush. They're putting together their life. They're getting their life situated. They're getting themselves in a better place, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. And you are definitely on their mind, but they have pulled back. They have a lot to like think about. They have a lot to work on. They know that there's a really good chance that this connection may never happen. At least that's where their headspace is right now. They're not going to let that deter them from still trying and still building a life that maybe you would want to connect to at some point down the road. They're in this mentality of if it's meant to be, it'll happen. And they're also researching like divine timing and, you know, synchronicities and serendipity and all that kind of stuff. They might even be like researching soulmates and twin flames and stuff of that nature. Just because they're curious. There's a pull to you and they want to understand what that is. It says new boo, new love, learning each other, flirtations. So I'm also picking Sorry, I got a call. It cut me off a little bit with the audio. But with the new boo, I'm picking up for a small part of this collective that's listening in. I feel like a majority of this collective listening may be single, but this is for like the married folk, the married couples, people that are watching this that are connected to someone or in a long term relationship. You're like rediscovering your person again. There's a lot of flirtation, there's a lot of feeling like brand new energy coming to this relationship. I feel like both you and your partner are in a really good place right now. And that does have a level of like, what's it called, influence on the way that you're behaving and the way that you're feeling and how, you know, how uplifted you are. So like you both are in like really good energies. You're both in really good spots in your life financially. You have good stability. And I feel like you guys are, because of that and the lack of stress and worry and burden, that you're able to finally rediscover each other and enjoy each other. And you know, there's a lot of flirtation going on. Keep that energy going. You're in a really good phase right now with your person. Don't lose sight of that. Keep the momentum going at that pace. I feel like you guys are going to be in a good stretch for a while. We have tiptoeing in reverse. So there's nothing here for both the singles and the married that's going on that's shady at all. You both are acting accordingly. You're both putting your best intentions forward. Your person, if this is for the rest of the collective that I've been reading for this entire time, your person's moves are going to be coming through to you in a very transparent, very open, very honest, high integrity, very good intentions coming forward to you. So in the future, when they do finally reach out, or anytime that they make some kind of move towards you, like some kind of connection, don't feel so guarded thinking that they're coming in with the same old energy that they did before. They're not. They are stepping into this and trying to approach you from a brand new spot, a brand new energy. Like they are wanting to show you, look at what I did, look what I can do. They want to show you like how they've changed, and they want you to like open up to them and let them, they want you to let them show you like all the things that they've done with themselves in their life because of you. And then the last card we have out is honeymooning, love on the brain, talking often, feeling all the feels. So I'm feeling like once this gets going, once this person is situated and gets it together and weeds out those toxic connections in their life, and they remove those karmic partners that they are attached to right now, which they're in the process of doing, that there's going to be some kind of reuniting, a reunion of you two. Don't know at this point. We'll have to do another reading or two down the road to pick up on this energy. But in his mind, his intentions are to reconnect, rekindle, form a bond, and move forward together in a new life together. Love is on his brain. You're like at the forefront of this masculine's mind right now. And it's not like he's obsessing, but every time he makes a move, acts a certain way, makes a decision, it's almost like, what would this collective do? How would they act? Is this something that they would approve of? What did they say before? Would she be proud of me? Like, you are like the reason. You're every reason for this man. All he wants to do is be someone that you look up to and respect and admire as much as he admires you. Let's pull some letters. I haven't done this in a while. Spirit, give me some letters. I don't know if we're going to get letters for initials, for first name, last name, and sometimes they do like create words. But we have E, T, T-E. Oh my gosh. V. Vet. Be someone that was in the army. Oh, that one wanted to jump back in. A. F. I got fate. Fate. Z. All right, we have O. Toe. Tot. Another T. An H. What? Why am I getting thought? Honestly, I don't even know what that word means, to be honest. We have C and L, and I'm going to do two more. I'm going to call to do two more. We have D, R, doctor, doctor. So we have, let's see, we have H, we got T twice, E, V, A, F, Z, O, C, L, R, D. That could be first initial, last initial, middle initial. It could be words. I'm going to list the letters up on the screen for this whole video so you can piece together the words that make sense to you. I think that whatever you end up discovering and the words that you put together are going to make sense for you. You're going to be intuitively led to what the words mean. Because I know I picked up fate. That stuck out right in my eyesight, like, okay, fate, that makes sense with this. There's like a fated pull, a fated draw, a fated feeling with this whole connection. So that is your message for this week's love reading. I hope it did help and resonate at least some parts. If it made sense, please comment and like. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Have the most beautiful day. Bye.